G'day folks, and welcome to War of Tanks with the magnificent Margon. Well, I don't know what it is, but when I showed you guys the Type 61 the other day, I did something amazing once again. It just shows. You've got to know and have confidence in your tank. And I don't like what was this map called, Cliff, very much. It's not the worst map for me, but it's one of the worst maps for me. Now I have actually got a new feature. I have got free cam. Yay! I've actually been sort of wanting to get free cam for quite a while now. I just never have been. Now I can use free cam to actually look at things on the map. Now, reasons I don't like Cliff, this is one of them. This whole area in here down this valley is, as I call it, TD Central. Okay, TDs sit over by that rock, up on this line here, and over here. Normally you have a few of the heavy tanks or scout tanks using the bushes to spot through here. Normally you're trying to spot for this position where there's great cover that come around the corner from our side as well, and of course TD sit scattered throughout this village on this side, which in hindsight is good and bad all at the same time, and it's probably one of the regions I don't like. Originally, you couldn't get up this embankment when I started playing, unless you had light tanks that were fast enough to get up. Having this road that they've put in actually gives you a whole different way to assault. I haven't assaulted from this way until now. I knew that looking at the thing, thinking medium tanks have to win this battle for the team compared to the heavy tanks. So I knew straight away that this is how you're going to have to do it. This is how we're going to have to play. If I go back in the free cam mode quickly, you can see that the RU-215 has actually spotted us as we're coming around the corner, but that hasn't stopped me. I've auto aimed so I can keep this tank moving quickly. He actually keeps his gun on me, which is funny, but I keep moving. I hit the T-54 as you've seen, but I make sure that I stay out of the danger zone of that area. T-32 comes around the corner. I'm scrambling up the hill. I don't care about him. I'm actually now aiming, as you can see, at the 46. So I've ignored the 32 altogether. Even though I've seen him on the map, there's no point in me worrying about it. I'm having trouble with this T-32 Type 2, the Chinese medium tank. I need him to get out of my way, but I need him at the same time to protect me, so I'm using him as a shield. Yes, I know, pretty poor of me to use him as a shield, but it gets me up this hill, gets me into a better position. Now, I've just been hit by the STA-1. Why would you go for me out of everything? I still haven't figured that one out myself. It was just one of those things that I couldn't believe happened when it happened. T-34 did a great job then taking it out. I was going to try and snuggle in beside him to try and help take out the 46, the object 416. Now, what happens now is probably me being very silly, and I choose to do it because I needed to get out to get this guy out of here. I needed him to get out of our way. I took a lot of damage doing it, as you can see, but I managed to get him killed. I hit my tracks, got detracked, and I just got away with it, buddy. I was panicking. I didn't care. I just had to get out of there. Now I'm on 94 hit points, but the trade-off was good. We managed to control the area. That's the key thing. Controlling this area opens up a lot more doors. If you can actually control here, you can use this position to shoot up the heavy tanks that are where the STA and the M103 are, to prevent them from putting pressure on this hill, which allows for a whole different range of other things to happen. if you can, without being spotted by them, sneak over to here in these bushes, you can spot most of the things down in this valley. If you get to this one here, you can spot pretty well everything in the valley to a certain extent. So if I go over there, you can actually sort of see what I'm talking about. Like, you get in this bush, you've pretty well got most of the TD areas covered, along with all the people snuggling up here. And more than likely, you can see the scumbags that are normally down in that back corner over there. I am loving this free cam. It has just been something I've been looking forward to for so long, and finally I've got it to work for me. Now, I've come here to help the Carnarvon, more or less. This is a sneaky shot.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Gotcha. The only thing is I'm firing heat, so it's bound to happen. As you can see, I did load up heat on the object 416. Reasons for doing it: I needed to get the extra damage and make sure that I'm actually going to hit those targets hard. I can afford to use the gold. It cost me, but at the same time, I actually forgot that I had it running, and I think it's very soon that I actually change back out of the heat and go, oh, I'm still running heat, that's silly. But I'm on 94 hit points now. Surviving on 94 hit points is very, very, very hard. I'm trying to actually sort of half scout without being hit by a scumbag, but I'm not worthwhile for someone. Oh, there's the STA. Get out of there. He will smash me. It was very lucky then that that guy didn't hit me, and I was concerned about this T-34, but look at this, not even facing me. Now one straight through him. Fire another one, get critical hit. What? Oh, heat rounds. That was silly. Okay. That was silly. Right. Oh well, we'll keep the heat round and we'll fire. So all in all, it's actually becoming quite good. We've taken control of most of the map. We've been able to flush out a lot of the enemy, but we're not in any way, shape or form in good positions. Still a long way off, but the IS-3 pushing back like he has given the medium tank and the light tank to flank around the opportunity to spot. So it now gives me the opportunity to sort of move up and do some damage, but I'm letting the IS-3 move up in an unsafe way, so I'm going to do this. It feels like someone's just done a big turd inside my window. Probably someone else. Everyone on YouTube really needs to know that. Along now, I thought I'm not going to get any decent fire, so I thought, why not climb the hill? And as you can see, I still haven't worked out that I've got heat rounds on. I don't know when I actually remembered I got the heat running, but I pretty well decided I'm going to climb up this hill and I'm going to use it as a sniping position to just lay shots in. Notice that the IS-3 is on low hit points, and there's no bat chat to worry about, so I don't have to use that much cover. So I don't have to worry a great deal. So here we go. IS-3. Meet your mate. There we go. I've actually changed. Went for the STA, and heat round didn't penetrate, which is understandable. Fire another one into the back deck of him, aiming for his gun mantle area, and it didn't go through. But one tank left, and that's it. So guys, that's the STA1. Cliffs. I have always come up to the area up the top here. Coming to this area here, has always been something that I've done. Middle area seems to be the place to go. Recently though, I haven't had a lot of luck. Going through here, no success. Going through here, no success. For me, it just doesn't seem to work, and it seems to be the place where all the pickies go to die. Whereas going down the bottom, I've had a lot more success lately if I can get the control over it. And as you can see, we had a lot of control on this map, and it gave us a great victory over our enemies. And I really do love this tank here. The Type 61 has given me great hope. As you can see, I still haven't upgraded the gun. Very soon I will be getting the upgraded gun, and that 1600 damage I do will actually change and probably go up to probably over 2000 damage with the upgrade gun, giving me an extra bonus of 150 damage. So I'm looking forward to actually seeing that. Oh, went the wrong way then. So guys, look, that's pretty well it. Cliff is about controlling zones. You have got the southern zone down there, more or less. Probably more of the the eastern zone or whatever it is, the left-hand side of the map. Down here, the valley, you've got to control this center area like we did early on in the game. If you control this center area, it's a lot easier. The next key area is trying to control the mid, and hopefully trying to control the mid doesn't have too much pressure coming from the coastline. I find if you control the coastline, you generally won't win. I have been in so many battles where I've pushed tanks around to here and died and lost the map. I've had tanks push right round to here against me and vice versa and died and lost the map. So really the coast road to me is not as great as what it could be if we go over there quickly while I talk about it. There have been a lot of changes to this map recently. The village here has popped up recently with the new patch, giving a little bit more cover for TDs and other such vehicles. Along with, they also added, and this came in the last patch 9.4 before the village, the little low road that runs on the outside there, so you can actually zip up. On several occasions I've had tanks drive all the way around here, come up behind me and shoot me in the back. They've even come up behind these rocks here, and it's a sort of a little low down position. If you're in the right position behind this rock, sitting here like this, as you can see, no one can hit you, and you can shoot these guys. So if you drive straight up here, turn your gun to the back of you, you can shoot quite comfortably into the back of people and drop down the valley there to get away if they're not paying attention or they try to turn their gun on you. So realistically, this position has actually become very strategic, and you've got to play it very well. I'm actually looking forward to getting over this side of the map. Having this new rock outcrop here that I've noticed will give you a lot of options. If you're in a medium tank coming through here, you can use these rocks, sort of pop up and around them like that, and then pull back, be covered. Or if you wanted to, you can come up this side and shoot through bushes and stuff and be in cover, allowing for other protection. The only thing you got to worry about is other guys sitting over this side of the map here, but generally by the time you're pushing around here, they're probably not going to be as much of a threat. But they do have, and I've seen people using this little shelf back here and this ramp as a great position to actually shoot from. So Cliffs is a very, very dynamic and very active map. As I said, attacking from coastline is probably not the best. Attacking from the bottom and the mid area is where you've got, if you get those two controlling points, you can probably use that to flank enemy teams on the coast very easily and flush them out. But outside that, guys, look, that's pretty well it. That's a bit of a review, on my opinion, of how I've seen Cliffs play out. A bit of more knowledge about being confident in the way you play and where you go, and the better you know the maps, the better you know how to play your tanks, the better you will be at tanks. I've had some great games just recently from just doing little bits of research out there on the different tanks. I find this tank doing peekaboo is the bomb. Getting behind a rock, getting behind here, just popping in and out as I do to do things, and the speed in it is actually very impressive, that you're able to actually maneuver around the map quite effectively, as you saw me come around behind the rock faces and stuff like that and get up that ramp. It is very, very good. I probably should have died in this battle, and I didn't, and I was very thankful for it. So guys, outside of that, happy hunting, and I'll catch you on those battlefields.